you have the flow control. You remember
okay,
that?
Turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down and turn it up. Yeah, that's on the pistons.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna run the machine all the way out.
Yeah.
To 2,300 RPMs.
Oh, okay.
This is your forward gear, and then you got a half a stroke in reverse, and that relieves the pressure so you can bust it off.
Okay.
Whereas a 305,
you have full reverse.
You had full reverse.
Okay.
You only got one stroke in reverse.
Okay. Okay.
See, here, I'll show you.
So if I wanted to reverse it, for instance, I'm on a building and I wanted to reverse it, I gotta come down on the building and if I want to reverse it. For instance, I'm on a building and I want to reverse it. Like I'm on the pumping and I want to reverse it back, I gotta come down to do it, right?
You have forward gears, you have neutral, and then you're gonna have one stop.
Okay.
You're gonna have one stroke and it's gonna plug. Well, it doesn't plug, it's got nowhere else to go.
Okay.
There's no reverse in a ball valve.
Okay. Okay.
So you're gonna get one stroke.
Okay.
Your fuel filters.
Okay.
Now, how often do you change those, Harold?
It'll be every 250 hours.
250 hours.
On the hour gauge, 250.
Okay.
And it's the same with your air filter. Here.
Okay. Okay.
And then your hydraulic filter up
right
inside.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. And there's a restriction gauge up there that you can monitor.
Okay.
But after about 250 hours, even if it stays green, I would get it out of there.
Okay.
Get it off.
Okay. So this now.
Yeah, and that's your oil level, right?
Okay.
You got your medium,
Once
it's
it
in the
get
red.
hot?
Yeah, it's going to stand about an inch.
Yeah,
Right?
once it get hot.
Yeah.
exactly.
I know that.
Right.
That's why we don't fill it up all the way.
Correct, yeah.
Now, we're missing something on this machine. There's one piece that is still coming that I already requested from Schwing, I told you, which is the front bonnet. That doesn't affect anything at all,
Okay.
but it's going to come. It's going to be brand new. When you get it, it's going to be already painted and everything.
Okay.
It covers it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna come like from here?
That's right, and it's going to have a hole in the center and kind of
okay.
offset from the center,
Yes.
and that's what's going to be.
Okay.
Is he gonna mail it to us or what?
Yeah, I'll make sure you get it for sure. I mean, I'm gonna get it on the mail, and we'll see whether I send somebody over or
Okay.
whatever. Maybe we meet you halfway, and
Yeah.
and you guys take me to lunch or something, and then.
When are you expecting it?
When was it? Do we remember?
I think it was.
We can look in Schwing.com real quick.
I thought the delivery date was September 23rd, and then it takes them a day and a half to get here. So you can probably get it into October.
Okay.
The first week in October. You should have it.
All right, so now this is a very simple mechanism. The main thing is keeping it clean, and also keeping the compensator valve clean. He's gonna explain to you that.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's a big spring with what looks like a piston cup in here.
Yeah.
And what that does is it takes the shock out of the hose. So on every stroke, as it's pushing, this spring is raising.
Yeah.
Well, at the time of it switching, that spring now pushes it down, so there's no more dead spot as you're pumping.
Okay.
That keeps some of the dead spot out of it. So it's a continuous flow.
Okay,
So there's much
when the
circuit.
dead spot is like, when the dead spot in it is like it goes.
Correct.
Yeah, I know.
Correct. So when you're on a wall, you're constantly,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
so that compensator keeps the dead spot out of it. So in theory, the hose shouldn't move much on a tighter mix. On a looser mix, of course, the compensator can't move that much because there's not like much pressure.
Like a 6-inch slum or a
6 or a 5, yeah.
Yeah, you move it, yeah.
And if you look over here,
Yards per hour and everything as your pump.
Okay.
That's what we use to pump.
gas bottle for the compensator.
Oh, you use a gas bottle.
Yeah,
But
nitrogen.
that one is more.
It's more user friendly. You don't have to. This would cost you $30 per month to run theoretically because it has no spring, whereas that runs by itself independent.
Okay.
As long as you keep it clean, the spring's always going to force it down. Whereas this needs nitrogen to force.
Now, how to clean it, Harold?
Yeah. That's it. How you clean it?
Okay, so when you bust off at the end of the day, just like your 305, when the guy says, well, I need what's left in your hose, you stop, you fill the hopper up once, you pump all the water to them. You bust off the reducer, you take off your fold over 90, and then you get your water and you squirt up around the piston. You're going to see it. Most of the time it's going to be clear.
Okay.
You get a tighter mix, or if the driver puts a lot of water in the hopper, sometimes it'll get minky up there. You just give it a good rinse, reach your hand up there, grab it, clean, boom.
Okay.
Put it back together, put your sponge in there, fill it back up, and then you push your line.
Okay.
Throw it all in the truck and you're done, just like your 305.
Not like my 305, because this was on it, so it's different.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah, and the HPV 160 doesn't have the lever to lift up the balls or.
Correct. You, in theory, you just fold up, or what I do is I just put the sponge in, and that keeps the water in.
Okay.
Just a sponge.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They do give you a set of dowels that you can bust over.
What are you doing there?
Sometimes you get a jump, you gotta bust it and
Correct. And that gave you a way to get in there.
Yes.
Whereas a 305, you had kind of an S tube, so you could see in there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it gave you an access point.
All right. Greasing.
Yes.
Greasing on this, there is no grease. The only grease are on the axles itself.
Oh, okay.
You see how he set that up?
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, when I was coming up a while ago, I was like to myself, I wonder if you guys like give it a good grease, because I'm going back so far. Who's to tell?
This baby don't require that much maintenance. It's easy.
Okay.
Just
Right
there is 2 grease fittings on each axle, and there is one on S1, but you do that maybe once a year. As the lever gets harder, then you know to grease. Other than that, leave it alone, because it's self-lubricating with hydraulic fluid.
Okay.
If you wash it a lot with acid, you're probably gonna have to grease a lot.
No. I ain't gonna use no acid.
Because acid is a perfect Loctite. Once you put a bolt and a nut together and put acid on it, they ain't coming apart.
No, I'm not gonna use acid.
Now 75% of all breakdowns are caused safety. So let's take a look at safety.
Okay.
That's your e-stop. The reason why you can tell your e-stop hasn't come on or has come on is you don't hear the click on the motor. You'll hear it.
Okay.
Hear the
You
click?
hear?
So if you hear that in the morning, that's your fuel relay opening up.
Okay.
That's what those e-stops regulate.
Okay.
Not actually, they do more than that. They run off the main driver pump too. So when you hit the switch, it dumps the hydraulic fluid right back in the tank immediately. So in theory, if you had your hand in there and the piston had run your hand, you could hit e-stop and it stops it immediately. And it'll also cut the engine off. Right, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3 on the other side of the hood here.
Okay.
You'll see it sticking out.
Normally they will not even have one, but we make sure we put them all the same way as they come from factory, because it's safety, it's safety.
And now, like he was saying, 85% of your breakdowns is going to be because somebody came by and, hey man, that's a nice pump.
Okay.
And then you get your job and you're like, oh, shit, what the hell?
Edward,
Right.
the hell? I pass the phone right to you.
So now, weather permitting, they are prone to freezing. If you get up north, you wash out the night before. It freezes at night, and then the button will get stuck. What'll happen is when you push the button in, it freezes shut. When you undo it, it's still in the lock position.
Okay.
So they are prone to freezing. You can, however, on the back side of it, it's just 2 wires. They're normally closed, so when you release the button, the wires are touching. When you hit the button, it breaks the circuit. So in theory, if you took the 2 wires and put them together and sewed them, boom.
Exactly. So if you're having, say for example, you're pumping, and you're like, hey man, this was pumping perfectly, and it's no longer doing it, what's going on? Well, first thing you go is make sure your fuel relay you can hear it. And if you don't, and you say, well, all my e-stops are out, now then you start checking each one of the e-stops to see which one it is. And once you assess, okay, the one that is bad is this one, just take it apart, take those 2 cables and put them together.
Yes.
And that'll make you, that would allow you to pump.
Yeah.
Remote control, what is it? In the green one you want? In the bucket? Okay. This one, I didn't charge you for this one because there was no 3 to 2 reducer elbow. So what I did is I gave you some extra stuff. I gave you 3 to 3 elbow and a reducer, and I had to give you an extra clamp, so I give you one of mine. Okay? I'm not charging you for that.
You sure?
Absolutely. We'll take a look at it.
Don't you worry.
We'll take a look at it. Brand new remote control, 1 year warranty. All right. You got some sleep pack. If you like it, let me know and I'll send you some more.
Yeah.
All right.
Those
You
are
got
like
your
the
little.
stuff and showing those.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I know.
if you want more of this, you just let me know. Let's take $200 only. You got your very expensive bottle.
But you know what I you know the one in the big bag? We call it the
Talking about
Bromide.
yeah, the one that you mix up in the big
That's
bag.
right.
Yeah.
That's the one I use. That's the one I use when I use
These are a little bit more.
yeah, I know. These are like when you use for the boom pump.
Correct. They're more environmental friendly.
Yes, I know.
After they hit the ground, half hour they release and it turns to water.
I know.
That bromide, still a lot of mercury in it.
Yeah, it leave a lot of mess and stuff like that. Sometimes the guy's like, hey,
can't pick
put
nothing
that on the background here. We don't want to see.
Yeah. No, the other thing with bromide is if you have a bucket full of it and a little bit of water gets introduced into it, you're done. 6,000 bags. So this little super easy.
One for
One per pump. One for every 150 feet, you say? 200 feet? 150? What you use normally?
I usually use it one for
100? So one for each
So can I
100.
get these like at Home Depot supply or
No, you call me. I'll send them to your house at $200.
yeah?
Yeah, a whole box. 50 of them.
You gotta give me a discount on that.
It's 250. It's 250. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but it's nice.
You want to put it in?
Yeah,
Let's explain.
Turn it on.
That's it.
The reverse.
I'm saying that the way you set it up, like on this one setup, if I want, for instance, I'm on a building, like come in, and I want to reverse it back, like I'm up there and I was like, hey, move those to me. And then I was like, reverse. It's not gonna happen like that.
Is
It's gonna
that-
come down.
Yeah, because it doesn't have an automatic actuator.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nothing works. Nothing works. Manually works.
Manually, this is on the pump.
Down, no work.
Like clockwork.
The only difference with it, and mine, the one that I used to use, that the one I have, it's got remote. Like this button with the remote would be like
Oh, okay.
suck back and forward.
Correct. Now this
understand?
is it's capable of doing it. It's just the machine doesn't have a remote.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
So,
what I'm saying.
but the remote is capable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's wires in there.
It's a very, very, very expensive remote. That remote is actually waterproof too. You can dump it in water, nothing will happen to it. It's got a whole year.
I won't dump any water, but like if I'm working in no rain,
Just saying. Yeah. Of course. You're set. That thing is good. That's a very good
Uses,
remote.
2 AA's, and they'll last about a good month and a half. The light you can see, it's green. When it starts turning red and flashing, then you know the battery's getting low.
okay.
5 minutes if you don't use it, it turns itself off. If you don't use it.
Okay.
Now, if you're in a pump mode and you're pumping for a half hour, it'll never turn off. But if you have it on stop and it sits by itself for 5 minutes, it'll turn itself off.
Okay.
So if you just throw it in the truck, yeah. If you throw it in the truck, yeah, and just leave it.
How much distance can you go away from the pump with that?
That's probably 500 feet easy, 500. I've seen them with the external antenna. Usually they bump up to about 750. I've even seen them go as far as 900 feet.
Okay.
But it's a straight shot. If you're around a building, different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The signal's not so powerful.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and if you have more stuff going around the building or more construction outfits, probably you're gonna have some interference.
Interference, right?
Yeah.
After you get 500 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But with the external antenna, you're pretty true to the 500 feet. True. Even if you're through the building, try 500 feet. True. You won't have any problems. But you start getting farther, yeah, you're gonna. The system's designed to shut off if something gets close to it.
Yeah.
So if you're up on the wall and you have it turned off, and you're moving the hose, and all of a sudden it turns on. The old models did that. This one it doesn't.
Okay.
It's got a binary code. It's always floating to another code. So the first time you hit pump, it's say at 003. The next time you hit pump, it's at 006.
Okay.
It's always randomly. So nothing can get close to you theoretically. It's always switching. So the systems are pretty efficient. For Remtrons.
Now let's pressure it out. You gotta let's
So like this now, what's the best thing to use in it?
water.
Water.
Just water.
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 Yeah, don't.
Oh.
A lot of people uses oil,
Yeah, that's
but the problem with oil is that it.
It's messy and
Not only that, it prematurely wears the rubber on the
Because
piston
somebody was like,
cups.
tell me like, either you use water or you put a little like dishwashing liquid in it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. But the
that's it.
problem is, if you're gonna put this washing liquid, you're gonna have to dump it after you finish the job. So you'll
Okay.
be wasting a lot of.
So better water then.
It's water. Well, it's made for water. Now, don't fill it too much. Just make sure you're under the rod. Otherwise, all that water, when it gets cold, is gonna go inside of your system.
So keep it like right where it is.
Right where
there?
it is right now. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see her real doing. Woo! Careful, careful. Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry. Just powerful.
Well, they're still back up.
I see that.
Boy, you feel the pressure. Unfortunately, because they're new, the balls don't really seat right. As you get concrete, they seat
Yeah,
better. You know what I mean? Since
So-
they're
You
new,
didn't get wet?
No,
Okay.
no.
Sorry about
How
that.
long does it take to change the ball?
the balls and seats are good for about 5,000 yards, and you're going to do ball, seats, and cups. So it comes in a kit. If you call Edward, you're going to say, I need to change the cups and the seats, or the balls and the seats. He's going to give it to you as one kit.
Yeah, but they're cheap.
How much for that?
Cheap. Maybe less than $500. They're cheap. Yeah, definitely.
And you can do it in a half day by yourself.
Exactly. And the difference between that and an S tube, like for example, 305 is everything. It's thousands of dollars. Because
Yeah, I know.
a 305 you gotta change the wear plate. It's
Yeah,
$600
because
bucks. You gotta change the.
It's not a ball. It's like a swing.
Absolutely.
You want me to add more water so you can see it again?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, she's very powerful. We like to display that because we like to show the customers what really they're getting. Sometimes, you know, we get lucky and get them wet, but not this time.
If you get official, I've been splashed at JED Alliance.
they sure.
It's like Splash Mountain then.
All right. Well, you got. So now let me. Oh, something got wet that I shouldn't have gotten wet.
Up here, do you have like something to put on the?
We're not. Harold, do we got?
Unfortunately, they came with the hood. They don't mix match them. There's no offshoot.
Okay, I got you. Let me do something here quick because I think I got wet the packing list.
You see like got something that's the whole.
Right, Harold, you can put something on that, right?
Unfortunately, no. Because the exhaust, we just left it open. Normally, they had a latch, but they were always prone to break off. And the hood comes with a latch. They don't sell them independently. So, I mean, if you wanted to make them something, we can make them something, but it would be very expensive.
Yeah.
It was very expensive, unfortunately.
Oh, that doesn't affect the operation of the pump
Yeah,
at all.
know,
I mean,
know,
it's just
I know.
that's basically for you to access things from
Because
here.
The thing about it, I'm not gonna leave it outside. It's gonna be, you know.
Inside,
There's
okay.
There's a little electronic.
Now, Harold, when he's cleaning up this machine, which of the pins is he supposed
That
to
one.
This one.
push out?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm just trying to cover everything on the video.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a P.
Yeah, it's like a P88.
There's like a B88. And then if you're gonna do some refurbishing or heavy washing, then
Yeah.
you take the 4 of them apart.
And then the pin grade is where you put your pins so you don't lose it. Although I suggest putting them in
You
your.
give me an extra pin?
I can give you an extra pin, but I
Give you an
suggest
extra pin.
you keep them in your truck because we're prone to a speed bump. You hit a
Yeah,
speed
yeah,
bump,
bump up.
boom,
Yes.
and then you get to the job, no pin.
And you cannot pump without a pin.
I know that.
So I'll give you an extra one, but
what
you,
about a hook? You're telling me about a hook? You ain't
Ye-
got a hook?
No. We were talking about the mixer truck hook. But we don't need it in Florida. Remember? That was what we were looking at. That's called the Washout Hook.
Yeah.
The Washout Hook is what basically sent.
You know, I misunderstand you know because you know what I'm talking about. A hook like when you
Yeah,
you
a rake.
the whole hose.
no, he's talking about wall hook.
Oh, the what hook?
Yeah.
That we normally make them.
Yeah. How much you charge to make them?
I'll show you how to make one. Let me show you. Where's the truck at?
Hey, I know to make one. Okay? If I want to, I get a piece of steel and I bend it.
Exactly, that's what we did.
But I don't really need like that. I need like on a clamp. Like if I'm up there, I could like clamp the hose.
No. We did it with a clamp and a piece of rebar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What we did is Yeah, back it up a little more. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. All right. No problem, man. It was a pleasure. How do you like your machine? How was everything?
Beautiful.
Yeah. What made you decide to go into this thing? Like to buy it, and especially to buy it, and we thank you for that, to buy it from us. What?
Actually, I'm doing it for more like 3 years now.
Oh, okay, so you've been pumping for 3 years.
Yes, I finally decided that, you know what, I'm gonna be on my own.
Beautiful. And this is the beginning.
Yes.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming today. We appreciate it that you bought it from us, that you trusted us, and we hope to see you again soon, man.
Yay, JED.
Hey! We hope you enjoyed the video. Good job. Thank you for watching. To continue seeing more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. Also, you can just go right here on this link to our website, liveequipment.com, for a complete list of equipment available for sale. Or just keep navigating to our channel. Have a great day.